deep to the
Stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away. To it that meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you lived a jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day. So sad, but true.
fun in the nightmares, torture and light switch, a gift or a curse, a reality made of dreams. Show me the champion of light. I'll show you the herald of darkness, lost in the never-ending night, diving deep to the surface.
Seeking a piece of reason, shaping a peaceless season. Reason to keep believing, waking the beast to sleeping. Seven marking, silent, tired, dream, no sign in the hands you see. Glory service, taught like a spring. Step back, two-step, 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 1, 2, 3.
I didn't show this yet. Fuck. Come on, game. Hide, please. There we go. Alright, good evening everybody. Good evening Adidas aka Aurora. Good evening Swordek. Good evening Soba. We're on a solid 45 names ruined. So yes, let's have some fun. Today's goal is to return to Ivalish. I'm watching. No, not today. There's side content time. Oh, for fuck's sake! Ivalish. I guess. Oh. There you go, 46. I fucked it up again, I guess. Fuck. Adidas. Oh wait, no, you don't count. This isn't the game. There we go. I was thinking, literally holding my tongue out. I was sticking my tongue out. Alright. But yeah. And reason. Alright, let's stop the music. Let's just get into it, shall we? Let's just get into the game. Enough time wasted. Let's just get into the quest. Waiting for the stream deck to give the command to OBS. There we go. Okay. Lina Murila. Uninvited. Okay. Hero, where in the world have you been? Did you not receive all my summons? Principal Lexentail's research into the other side may finally have borne fruit. We must hurry to the Prima Vista before they embark on some grand perilous adventure without us. Yes, let's go. Hello, Lady Mudila. Thank you for answering my summons. Master Garland was kind enough to send for an Archon from Charleyan. Fucking devastation. Isn't it? Such devastation. And I thought it was only right that you be present to hear her findings. To be frank, summoning Mikoto was more Ishtola's idea. I simply came along to...
Devastation! This was not my intention!
There we go. I simply came along to see what light you could shed on this mystery. Oh, an aura. I am Mikoto of House Jinba, a Doman. Through my years in Charleyan, I have made me a stranger here. You must be Heracrodarius, fabled liberator of men, slayer of false gods, warrior of light. I thought you'd be taller. Fuck you! Oh my god! No! I literally am. I can't get taller. Did you think of me as a fucking Rogadin or something? What the fuck, Mikoto? Oh. You fucked it up, Adidas. It is this. Let us speak of the crystal. This. Ow. Ra. Like that. The Otius, one of the many Arside shots that aided noble Delita's rise to regent. My apologies, the Otius. That is evil, Swordek. That's evil. The OTS is no ordinary crystal. Even discounting its obvious historical importance, the specimen is more than a simple manifestation of elementally aspected energies. It is rather an ethereal lodestone whose facilitation of both the absorption and transmission of distinct frequency NRR-type harmonic vibrations has been observed to promote ethereal amplification. The resultant neuroharmonic disturbance allows for a highly unique admittance of CPRS waves that, instead of radiating outward with a determinate factor of the spiritual, instead resonate inward at a frequency so labored. My estimates place the FRT decay at an upwards of several centuries. Though I must admit I lack sufficient variants to complete a truly comprehensive graphical assessment. What the fuck? English, please? Huh. Well, that explanation may elicit admiring nods from your professors at the academy. It will earn you only blank looks here. Take a deep breath and try again. This time in a language those of us without the echo might comprehend. Hell, I didn't even comprehend it. I have the fucking echo and I'm the fucking light. My apologies, I merely thought... Apologies, we'll see it's no near to an answer. A simpler explanation will. Simpler, right. Aether is not the only building block of all things material, but those immaterial as well. Thoughts, memories, feelings, one's very will are all understood to be ethereal phenomena and can be measured as such, unlike most crystals which only can emit elemental energies. Our site is tuned not only to absorb aether, but aether specific to the immaterial. That aether is then stored and multiplied within its crystalline confines until external stimuli precipitate its release. Yeah. Understood. Try again. Under appropriate conditions, a strong will or desire can become imprinted upon the outside and stored until a fomentation, at which time the desire becomes manifest. Fomentation? Ah, he had the same exact question I did. Phew. What my studious young friend is trying to say is that the Otius takes one's deepest fantasies and makes them reality. Ah, yes, that is simpler. You may choose to think of it as a process akin to that of summoning a primal. There being one marked difference. Primal summoning requires a supplemental energy source, such as a horde of elementally charged crystals. Our side, on the other hand, has the capacity to serve as its own source of power. We know from the Durai papers that Argot was never king of Iflis. He was slain in battle during the War of the Lions. Oh yeah, let me real quick. Let me just. I'm getting paid tomorrow, even though I still have. Oh. Hey chat, if you haven't looked on your Steam store yet, by the way, Black Friday is now on the Steam store, by the way. I love how they say it. Black Friday. Celebrate this shopping holiday all week. Thousands of games on discounts now through December 1st. But after holiday, with the star behind it, and the star says, admittedly loose use of the term holiday. I love it. I love the sass in it. But I was... Oh, wait. Return... to... Tactics. The Evilise Chronicles, that was it. Ah, it's not on sale, sadly, but I'm gonna add this to cart. Continue shopping. Wait, Wait. Isn't this game free to play? Oh wait, I guess this is... No wait, not. What kind of game is this from that marble? 4-player co-op rape, Sunjin Woo. Okay, never mind. And I know what game I'm gonna buy soon. Getting paid tomorrow, so yeah. Yeah, my money will be on my account tomorrow from actually my salary, yes. Okay, we know... Yes, War of the Lions. Continue on, please. That the Argot encountered during the recent expedition carried himself as if he had been crowned regent. I believe this was merely the oversight in his possession, realizing his desire to rule. No manifest would have been appropriate still. I'm informed that he uttered the same words over and over again for the duration of the confrontation which unfolded. If that is the case, it is possible that it was not actually Argot who uttered them, but the oversight itself. Oh? If the Durai papers are accurate, Argot was a weak and petty noble who believed that his blood entitled him to power. The oversight took that belief and twisted it into the abomination Hero put to the sword. Sorry about that. Then you are saying the crystal could prove a threat? The oversight, Alma, and not necessarily. Ramsa seemed to fare well enough. There is no record of the young regent being manipulated by the artifacts he gathered. In the hands of the just, the oversight should prove harmless, even beneficial. To paraphrase, it is not the weapon that kills, but the one who wields it. Now, where have I heard that before? Oh yes, it was Emperor Galvus' justification for taking the marvels of Magitech and applying them to the manufacturer of arms, where after all was the harm if it allowed him to bring order to the three great continents. You draw an intriguing parallel, Master Garland. The properties of these crystals are so singular, I do begin to wonder if they, like Magitech, are products of science and not nature. That they were created by someone too. But ooh, what manner of person would even be capable of such a feat? Elegance. For example, the science of the Seventh Dawn. Yurianje, perhaps. We have made our side, you know. But this our side is different from the our sides we have made. Now that is an interesting question, the answer to which I look forward to hearing. Regrettably, I have pressing matters to attend elsewhere. Fear not, however, Mikoto's insights will prove far more beneficial than anything I might accidentally contribute. Good day to you all. Let me guess, Omega? You gonna go too? Sit? But I don't understand this. If the Duma was imprinted with Argot's deepest desires, then whose desires are rattling about inside the Otius? I had the same question and thus conducted a thorough inspection of the crystal upon my arrival. The results were inconclusive. Traces of a terror activity were present, but to all intents and purposes, the vessel was empty. Empty, but what of the voices I heard? Voices? I heard nothing of the sort. The only voices you heard, Alma, were in your stubborn head. Ramsa, why won't you... Shall we speak of voices then? What of yours, Alma? Our resident voice of dissent. You have done naught but question the wisdom of our research from the moment we left Garlemald. Would you put your petty worries above our family's calling? No, I would never! You would never? Then why involve a gossip monger? A goody two-shoes and this flying mole? Please tell me you can see that. Moogle! Let me guess, a Moogle was inside of the Otius. Oh, music, nice. Am I interrupting? Oh, please do go on. My acceptance into your fine troops ranks can wait until all I've said their please, Kupo. God, get this. Mont Blanc, the name is Mont Blanc, denizens of Dalmasca's deserts, seeker of thrills, adventurer extraordinaire, but you may call me Mont Blanc Kupo. Dalmasca has long been known as a melting pot for myriad.
Such devastation! This was not
Myriad
my
cultures.
intention.
Myriad cultures where minor races such as the Sikh, the Bonga, and the Fiera might live in relative harmony with Lesson and others. Yet there is no record of a prominent Moogle population. Most likely because we are neither prominent nor populous. My peoples are nomadic by nature, ever drawn to the elusive frontier and the freedom she promises, Kupo. A Moogle? Of course I'm a Moogle, Kupo. You'd think the adorable wings and the fluffy palm would have given it away. Now about my admission to the Majestic... I will allow no such thing. The Majestic is the Empire's premier theater company. We will not sully its good name by granting refuge to a fluttering ball of fur. And furthermore, how in the world did this abomination board the Prima Feast in the first place? You made him sad. By means of its wings, were I to guess. As for its admission to our company, I do not seem to recall race, creed, or allegiance on my list of prerequisites, do you? No, father. Very well then, Mont Blanc? Or Mont Blanc? Did I say it right? If it is fucking French, you know what? I'm gonna preempt it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I know I will fucking ruin this name so much. What else? The Zodiac Brave story, Kupo. Never before have I witnessed something so amazing, so moving. Sitting, well, technically hovering there in the audience as the story unfolded around me, I knew I was witnessing something special, something positively transcendental, Kupo. It was then that I realized I either had to be part of it or go to my grave a bitter and broken Moogle. What was this realization, before or after you swore you simply had to become the realm's greatest marauder, Kupo? Hurdy? How did you... Perhaps you'd have more success at running away if you didn't refuel your grand assigns to every other fool you happened to meet, Kupo. Was it not but 2 score nights ago you took up the axe, Kupo? Now here you are professing your passion for the stage, before carving even a single notch in your heft. Do you not remember, to he who churns the butter goes the sweetest bread? But how is one to savor such butter bread if his head is in the belly of a fearsome beast? You accuse me of giving up when I merely came to the realization that continuing would end in failure. Only through a change, of course, could I reach my final destination, Kupo. And what destination is... And that destination is what? Mama? Are you sure it is not a geomancer? Arithmetician Templar? Do not bother answering, Kupo. We all know you'll be singing a different tune come cockcrow. That is where you are mistaken, Hurdy. I was destined to be a thespian. I can feel it in my fur. The role of Delita was made for me, Kupo. Kupo, enough! The actors in our company trained at the Empire's finest institutes. They represent the pinnacle of profession not only in Garlemald, but across the entire world. A fragrant badmole like you could never hope to share a stage with such artists, let alone play the part of a hero like Delita. You yourself admitted you were too craven to face a solitary beast. How do you imagine you would fare against a pack of theater critics? Any troop would need proof of valor before it could even consider. Craven? Call me a cheat, call me a cur, but do not, sir, call me Craven. I accept your challenge, slay but one of our beasts by mine own hand, and the Majestic Theatre Company will accept me into its ranks, Kupo. Wait, I issued no such. You all here are all here witnesses, Kupo. When I return with the head of a terrible beast in my gore-stained hands, you will be honor-bound to welcome me, Mont Blanc the Mummer, into the fabled ranks of the Majestic. Good day. We haven't seen the last of this. One for all. What do we do now? What do? We do nothing if that bad bull wishes to throw himself on the horns of a stampeding Zoe. I will not stand in his way. I believe the proper term of delegation is molebat. And I should warn you, Muggles do not take kind of to those who use it. Why must you always put yourself above others, brother? Did you learn nothing from Argot's wretched example? Mont Blanc would never have set off on this fool's errand had you not made the challenge. If anything befalls my brother, his blood will be on your hands. Harrow, you are the only one among us capable of locating Mont Blanc and preventing disaster. On behalf of my brother, I beg you your assistance. My brother can be rather simple-minded when it comes to such matters, thinking to impress the Warrior of Light and his companions. Mont Blanc would likely choose the scene of your recent exploits to prove his worth, meaning Rabanastre, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon my language, but that Ramsa really is an incurable little prick, is he not? How dare he speak to his sister and move in that manner? I couldn't decide which was worse, the things he said, or the way the principal sat back and let him say them. But I suppose it is none of a concern for now. Let us concentrate on the task at hand, finding that Moogle before he does something we will all regret. Let's say we start by being number 2, perhaps. Nah. Honestly, he sounds like a fucking prick. Doesn't he? Brothers. The Falcon Porter tells us that he set a traveling blacksmith away to Yangsha. Not the bell paused. And why would that be of interest to us, you ask? Because that peddler of iron and steel was seen to be carrying a bag stuffed to the brim with, and I quote, albino mole fur and purple bat wings. He has been kidnapped. Mont Blanc. Not that we look like that, Kupo. The quickest route into Dalmasca is via the One River and its western tributaries. If Mont Blanc is bound for Rabanastre, he will seek passage from the Glittering Basin. Namai.
Such devastation!
Which one? Which
Was
fucking
not
name?
my intention.
What fucking name? What fucking name did I fuck up this time? Oh, I should also do that one. Kurobana versus the right sex. Rabanastre? Fair enough. Oh, damn. It's also there. Holy shit, they actually put it everywhere on the map. Wait, is it then also... Wait, I'm now curious. I'm curious. Is it then also inside of the atom set? One of my friends. Then where would I have put it in the Asim step? Oh, they didn't put it here. It appears. Unless it hasn't spawned in yet. Where is it then? Am I fucking blind? So far, none are visible. I have my eyes fucking open. But it's none. Maybe let me check over here. I think you're gaslighting me. Maybe through this gap over here? It doesn't appear to be this way. I've now just mapped the entire map. As you can see, I've checked this entire map. There is none over here. Let me Google it. Is there an Endwalker tower in the Azim step? No, there is no Endwalker tower in the SM step. In fact, there are no towers in the SM step at all. The Doman Enclave is the fastest way there, actually. Wait a moment. The more I do the Doman Enclave thing, right? The more this will develop, by the way? Question mark? Right? So I can use it. I will do that on my own time because that sounds fun to do, but not so fun to do on stream. Yangsha. I also will probably have to do Gordon of the Namazu. Ah, Mont Blanc. Red Chocobos, okay. Thank you for the raid, Lady Octavia. How was your stream? Oh, you were playing Warframe. How was Warframe? No worries. Thank you. And I hope my raid series will go well. And that I don't have to wait hours for it to pop. There we go. Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc, what were you thinking? Have you any idea what you put your brother through? He had been worried sick. Oh, Hurdy and Rumsa were right all along. I'm a failure, a flop, a flailing, flapping, floppy failure, Crippo. How could I play the part of the hero if I cannot even ruffle the feathers of a single measly bird? The audience would see right through me like the spineless jellyfish I am. No way, Mont Blanc. Not everyone can be a hero. Not even most heroes. Yes, the bossing of man would deal the final blow. But what of his cadre of his loyal companions? Do you think the leader united Evilise on his own? Do you think Hero here was alone when he liberated Alamigo? True. You are never alone on the battlefields. Never alone? So you say you always be there for me, for Mont Blanc? I think he was speaking metaphorically. Let us not dwell on the details. The day is saved and Mont Blanc has escaped sans scratch or singe to show for it. We should return to the Prima Vista before our luck runs out. You got it. Time return to the Prima Vista. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da da. Also, by the way, I adjusted a bit my macros a bit to do it like this. Oh, wait, wrong one. Here we go. Look at this. I saw also on a friend's stream that the step didn't even happen and they changed, so I added a half a second to it. So yeah, it works. That, oh my god, that was cringe. Fuck, I was being cringe, sorry chat. Please, this ship is a place of peace. Please, my sister, or you will answer to me. When the cat's away. Put that damnable thing down, Ramza. You're not helping matters. We have no quarrel with you or yours. We only seek aid in finding our leader. Bagamnan. You seek our help? You threatened to kill my father, who stole his work and made fool of us? Made fool of us all? Never! Silence, Ramza. They have armor. We will hear what they have to say. I said that we have no quarrel with you. We only did what was necessary to secure an audience. We surrender our weapons and offer your journal as an act of good faith. This is all rather a lot to digest, but your claims do coincide with what we have learned about the other side. You're saying that the crystal did something to our captain. After being emptied of Argot's will, the Duma sought that of another to sate its appetite for Aether. Ether. Aether. You're saying that crystal ate our captain? Not his body, no. Only his soul. Oh wait, wrong voice. His soul. Tell me, what in your opinion was your leader's deepest desire? What was it that he longed for above all else in the world? Money! Is it gonna be money? Why waste your breath reasoning with these lizards? They showed themselves for the beasts they are when they put the knife to your throat. First mole bats, now lizards. This one stung is pure poison. I have a feeling he got possessed. Isn't it? The boy can call it what he pleases. For our past failings, we deserve no better. Your failings? 30 summers have come and gone, yet not as night goes by that I do not wake in the sweat at the memory. We were fusiliers in the Damascan army, stationed in the royal stronghold at Nulbina. The Nulbina fortress was reputed to be impenetrable. Its fall to the 4th Legion proved a turning point in the Imperial campaign, dealing a crushing blow to the Damascan morale and ultimately marking the beginning of the kingdom's end. Bergamon was our captain, and once it was clear that they would not be ours, Prince Roslar, commander of the garrison at Nulbina, tasked him with one final mission. Our unit was to escort His Highness's twin sister, the Princess Ashelia, away from the fortress and thence to safety, but things did not go as planned. I still remember the words she uttered as she lay dying in the captain's arms, but a stone's throw away from where the Garum-side waterway drains into the sea. Even as the fog of death descended upon her, she smiled and told us, the very people who had failed her, to survive. For as long as even a single Damascan stood, our nation would never truly perish. Okay. But it should not have been us who survived. By failing to protect our charge, we betrayed the princess and her memory, and brought shame upon our race. So yes, we are not but cold-blooded lizards, deserving of whatever scorn you deign to heap on us. I think we may safely assume a deep-seated hatred towards the invaders of his homeland, coupled with self-loathing born from a sense of powerlessness. The darkness that lurks in the hearts of Bar-Gaman is little different from that which drove Argot to the self-same emotions that were to nourish the Duma. Stop speaking in riddle Charlian. He's saying your brave captain will eventually turn into a monster, or rather more of one. Guardian lies. What they say is true. If we do not find Bagamnon... I was saying his name as Bagamon. Not Bagamnon. And you didn't fucking catch it. What use do I have to you at the Aurora or Swordek? What the hell? Nah. If we do not find Bagamnon and the Duma soon, none of us are safe, present company included. Do you have any idea where he might have gone? Any at all? Wait, look at this. Something has been added to the final page of my journal. Good. Good. Then the captain must have put it there, only he has access to it. Until we found it in the pack he left behind, that is. Is this Dalmascan? Indeed, it says Rita Rana. The lighthouse? Why would he write that? And in the old man's journal, no less. There is a place on the Falnard Sea, far to the south of Robenostre, where the ocean tumbles into a gaping maw more than a mile across the Ridorana cataract. Legends would have us believe that that's the entrance to the Hell of Water. Many a scholar seeking to prove otherwise has descended into the chasm, some even by airship, but not one has returned. Then I guess that is where we must go. Off we go to the something cataract. I must admit, before to knowing little of Ridorana, save that which Lady Mikoto shared with us.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Before we expend valuable time and resources traveling to some remote place, I must review my notes and see if there is any mention of the Abyss. We shall share our findings as soon as we learn aught of interest. Messiah! Wait. There's Bahamut. He's making Bahamut. Our studies reveal that Ridorana is the name of both a massive gap in the southern Falnard Sea and the lighthouse once manned by the Royal Damascan Navy to prevent ships from succumbing to it. I stress once manned, as the tower has lain empty since its candlekeepers abandoned their post after the fall of Robenostre. But if Pharaoh Sirius offers any indication of what can befall a lighthouse in its absence of its caretakers. Yes, but the real question is how all of this ties in with evolution legend. A cursory examination of the Zodiac Brave story reveals no mention of a Ridorana. It seems foolish to assume that the name could not change in the centuries that since the tale was writ. So I thought to cross-reference text on modern Ilsa-Bardian history with our translation of the Durai papers. And after an exhaustive re-examination of my ancestors' notes, I discovered that there was not a single entry on Ridorana. And while mention of the Falnard Sea was abundant, I found no reference whatsoever to any cataract or lighthouse within its water. Ramsa's discovery prompted me to examine the
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Wait, you forgot for Falnard. What? Was it still not or something? Ramsa's discovery prompted me to examine the mystery from a different perspective. What if there were no mystery at all? What if at the time of Del Elita's rise, the chasm did not yet exist? There is more, but only a visit to the lighthouse will enable us to confirm our theories with any certainty. The Ridorana lighthouse lies far from civilization. It would be wise to provision for this repair in Ningashi. An adventurer always comes prepared. Of course. I have my axe, that's why. Bap, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba, ba-da, ba, 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 ba. Right. Please give us a map sequence. Oh. The Ridorana Lighthouse. Wait, this is a sunken land, isn't it? Wait, that's what they call a fucking lighthouse? Something is very wrong here. Mayhap it is best if we split our fellowship into two parties, one to delve into the tower's depths, and one to observe from afar. As an acting expedition subleader, I appoint you, captain of the first. You may use the spyglass in to aid in your search for the missing lizard. Damn it, brother. Where are you? I do like the look of that tower though. This location appears to offer an adequate view. Climb up and scan the area for any sign of Bagamnan. Bagamnan. Found him. You found him. Let me see. Yeah? I'm back yet? Prince Wrestler, Princess Ashelia, I know you cannot forgive me. Nor should you. It's all my fault. I could not save you. Could not save anyone but myself. I'm so sorry. Bagamnon, wait! Traitors, have you no pride? You treat by the very men who laid waste to our homeland. You're mistaken, brother. There are no Imperials here. We've come to help. I know what I see. My own kin sided with the enemy. How dare you stay my audience with the princess? The Duma. It has him, Kupo. It's showing him what he wants to see. Which murderous. Gunfire. Nice, I blocked it. Bagamnon! So, this is the end. Beside the words, satisfy the covenant, relinquish thy soul unto me, and be granted that which thou desirest most in all the world. Sword in hand, the warrior clutches stone to breast. Look at me, brother! Look at me! In sword etched he his fading memories. Don't you die, not yet! In stone, his tempered skill. We promised we all go together when our time came. You can't leave us here! By sword attested, by stone revealed. That light, where have I seen it before? Oh no. That isn't good. Whatever you are doing, you need to leave the lighthouse right away. Right away, do you hear? It is as we feared, then Bagamnon's soul is lost. Annihilation. Much as I wish it were otherwise, I fear Bagamnon is beyond saving, yet we cannot suffer what is left of him to become a distraction. Father, is now not the time to abandon this quest? We are meddling with forces beyond. Enough, Alma. We adults are talking. While Hera was searching for the lizards, I inspected an area of exposed foundation at the base of the lighthouse. And you were right, Father. The lighthouse is built squarely atop the ruins of what can only be the clockwork city of Goug or Gaug or Gouch. The Whatwork City of who? According to the Zodiac Brave story, the Clockwork City of
Such devastation! This
G-O-U-G was a metallic metropolis wherein airships, automata, and other technological marvels of the age were first conceived. Little is said about its location. However, save that it was far away. While the right papers do not say a great deal more, they do mention that this land upon which the legendary city was built was severely limited, an inconvenience that forced its inhabitants to build up rather than out. Which led me to ask myself, what if the reason land was limited was because the land in question was an island? But that would still not explain the omission of the cataract. It is inconceivable that the authors would neglect the mention of a prominent landmark, and it had existed, and then I found it a lone passage regarding Gouch's fall. While the particulars were missing, it appears the city was abandoned after an explosion, left half of it in ruin. I believe that this explosion may have undermined a portion of the seabed. It need only have been a small area at first, but one that could well have gone unnoticed during the exodus. As time passed, however, the waters would have continued to wear away at the rock, slowly widening the gap until we have what lies beneath us today. This would explain why there is no mention of Ridorana prior to the present era. Come, Father, will you not tell them the rest? Of the possibility that we Garleans are descended in part from the displaced citizens of Gaug? Or Gouch? Or Gooch? Nah, Gouch. Not Gooch. It would explain how the Empire was able to forge its armies of iron even before the discovery of and application of elegant technology. And it may also explain why the legend of Iflis has resonated with our people for centuries, despite the fact that the Lost Kingdom was, as far as we can tell, in quite a different corner of the world. An interesting, if somewhat ambitious theory, but to return to your original claim, it is your belief that the Ridorana lighthouse stands up top what is left of that necklace. Where did you get it, girl? This? It was my mother's. Your mother's? It was my late wife's most cherished possession. Why do you ask? Bagamnan had a talisman he would wear beneath his jerkin. He refused to take it off even when baiting. He said it was special. I only saw it a few times, but it looks exactly like the one your daughter wears. And what are you implying, Lizard? That my sister stole it, or my late mother? Neither. I spoke of their similarity, that is all. Can you believe the nerve of this boy? Enough, Ramza. Our guests are merely concerned for the well-being of their kin. What of our kin? What of them, Ramza? Do you imagine our kin to be better than theirs in some way, or anyone else's for that matter? I apologize, Father. We have but one purpose, son, and that is to prove the existence of Ivalice and clear our family's name. Do not allow anger or hate to lead you from that path. Now we have a lost city to explore. The Reader Orana Lighthouse is now accessible. Alright. Time to get around, children. Yeah. It's time for a raid, yes. Who is ready for an adventure? I assume you swore that he gets not ready for an adventure. Only Adora is. Yeah. God, that's so cringe what I was doing right now. What the fuck? Why the fuck am I so cringe right now? Fuck, hell. Oh, I am out of drink. Now I'm out of drink. Aurora. Adiris. Or is it Cedric? Aurora. I'm not fucking. Why am I doing this? I have no idea why I'm doing this. I'm just fucking wild right now for some reason. Egg. Eat more egg. Fair enough. Be right back. I have returned. Swordek back, by the way. Aurora is Swordek back. Oh, he is. Anybody else want to join us, or otherwise we will go and start. I will queue us up now. Queuing up at 5. I mean 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess I will go to Twine. Not Twine. I meant to go to Stomra. You heard the latest rumor out of Comra? The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is killing me here. Almost a friend in me. Almost a friend in me. You've got almost a friend in me. By the way, do you mean like that it is longer or shorter? Oh my god, then I'm gonna unlock the Then I'm gonna go and work on unlocking this thingy with Jake over here. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that only a few select few are allowed to see for themselves. That said, there may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there, and would be completely oblivious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You're a man of the world, ain't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked White, how bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me, the guard, 10,000 skill. Then you, the imbecile, get to walk past me, the god, and see the amazing find. Got it? Bribe the gods. About time you started playing by the rules. Bloody what? In the blazing hell do you think you're doing, man-ho? There's not any way for a god to behave, is it? No, sir. Chief, sir. No rations for you tonight. Chief, no. Mercy. Mercy. It's No, it's not fair, I tell you. A dwarf toils day in and day out for pittance. Only try to make a little something extra on the side, and what does it get him? Right, well, anyway, bugger off. None may pass without the chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position. Sorry, but it's already been filled. Came all this way for the what now? Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The queer ruins we found deep in a cavern through a tunnel over there. The one filled with all kinds of mechana. To the point we started calling it a bloody mechanic graveyard. Yes, well, we're looking to hire another god, but the position's since been filled by that fellow that tried to swindle you a moment ago. So you're out of luck, I'm afraid. But chin up, lad. Your time come around again soon enough. Since you're here and still employed, mind delivering a message for me? It's for the two younglings in Cumra, Enoch and Connacht, sister and brother. Twins. Fond of wearing white and black. Twin-ting, I suppose. The message is as follows. A lolly bleeding ho. This is no place for children to be messing about. Stay far, far, far away or else. Got it? Don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me that they're wearing Nier Automata. I know it is like made by the Nier writers. Okay, yeah, you're wearing black and white stuff. Okay. You got business with us? The chief put you up to this, and you agreed? Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments, that quiet confidence, those powerful neck muscles, sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. Oh my god! Finally somebody, like, again mentioning the fact that we nod so fucking much. This is that sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. He's the guileless fool we've been waiting for. The perfect Patsy. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it then. You wouldn't happen to be that kindly stranger everyone likes and adores. You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy little favor. Of course you would. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment. But we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on an automaton core. So I'm your patsy? So I'm to be your patsy? Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of generosity. A sinner who cannot be helped but render aid to his fellow sinner in the hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? Oh, suck this. This is another one of those moments where it doesn't really matter what I have to say, isn't it? Now you're on a trolley. The core requires being stored with other sundry materials on the cliffs above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. Wait, I've actually never played the Nier game. Wait, I'm gonna check if there's a Nier game on Steam. Nier... What is the first Nier game actually? Nier Automata. There's a sequel to Nier. Which isn't... Okay, there isn't an extra game. Wait, Nier, and you also have Nier. Ah, Nier Replicant is the remaster. Okay, good to know. Yeah, Nier Replicant. Add to carts. Yeah, no, Nier Replicant is the remastered version of Nier, the first game from 2010. And we also add Nier Automata to my list. It's pretty cheap right now, so I'm gonna buy them, by the way. Nice. Still nothing. Okay. I'm literally doing triple tasking. I'm streaming, looking for new games. Because I'm interested in them. I've always kind of been interested in like Nier. I've always seen clips and bits, but honestly, I want it. I also want that, and also other games. But I don't remember which ones yet. Which ones I should add as well. Play. Ah, there's the sitter now. Currently queuing for it at the moment. Ah, there's the sitter now. So I'm just doing side content at the same time. Ah, and is that like the chorus by in his hot little hands? I'm unlocking them, yeah, now. Brilliant. All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune, and then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plans for world domination to fruition. Oi, knock, laddie nay on the domination ho. Yes. Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. Yeah, I was figuring out like how to. I was wanting to know how to unlock the alliance rates for Shadowbringers. Only finding out it was made by the it was written by the writers of, I think, Nier. So yeah. Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. Now then, for our next request. Lolly, what the hells are you two up to, ho? Have you ever been thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner? I'll ten poach your hide and touch you from the top of the wide oil falls. Now get you gone. So, yes, sir. Sorry about that. They don't know any better on account of them being all on their own. No parents. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? I'd swear, you just repeated nearly word for word what those two... never mind. We're sure the lantern at the deck side should be another in the cave just outside of the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you've got it, bring it to me back at the deck. Oh, and don't worry, I'll see you compensated for the trouble. At least he's going to pay me for it, unlike the other two. Fuck. Oh no, a tree! Skirt! There you are. I presume that lantern you're holding is for yours truly? Much obliged. Here's a little something for your trouble. Never let that be said. A dwarf of character doesn't pay his debts. Anyway, if you've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already. We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please. No, 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 no. It's dangerous and off limit. And even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious mechana anyway? It's just a bloody scrub heap, isn't it? You said it yourself. It is filled with mysterious mechana. If that isn't enough reason to look at it, what is? No, it's so much more. Based on our research, we have reasons to believe that those ruins contain... Hush, sister, how many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our little secret. Oh, yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm. These ruins contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs, honorable guards, so, and a bitty farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there. For all the trouble it's causing, but as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Poked around camera, did you? Learn anything about that big find? A machine graveyard, eh? Interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure. Or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasion, I'll allow. Paella? Ovum cordon bleu? You know what, let's get some paella. Hey, listener, have you heard about the string of thefts in camera? Word has it that they haven't the foggiest woods behind them, not a clue. They've gotten so desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next little thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rouse and some big and white. They would do that, wouldn't they? Then those thin-bearded blighters, listen, sinner. You go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there will be consequences. Damn, he is smart. At least that Godspeed dwarf has a pretty good head on his head, if you think so. If you think about it. Please, people, come on. By the way, question. Tordek, if you know, does light have a better chance of getting us into this AR alliance raid that we're currently queued up for? Oh! It took offense to it. Like I was saying, oh yeah, no. Oh, then we found people. God damn it. DPSs! What are you up? I know I'm a DPS, so I can say this. I'm main DPS, so I can yell at fellow DPSers. Because I know the curse. No, you can't. No, you can't. Like, no, you can't. You can't yell at anyone. Okay, let me real quick talk to the fellow tanks. Thanks, shall we pass along the aggro for funsies? That's a joke. Oh. Waiting. Dit bagan the Duma give life to that creature. Alright, bots. I like the music. Tsunami? I need to change the place of something on my hut. There we go. That's a lot better for me. Thank you, Sordek. Now I can actually see more of the fucking game. I was actually blocking my sight, so it was actually being not an advantage to me. But this vessel shall your doom be met. What the fuck is this bullshit? Explosion! Oh, what is this marker? What does this marker do? Water 4. Oh. What happens if I'm in the water? Drowsy, never mind. Thank you, Sordak. That was you. Oh. Time to act as a bad DPS. Ooh, treasure. Meh. Ancient engraving. Hello, Seeking Days and Born, God Blade, Barra, know you, this tower changes the sky, where the Watcher, the Ward of Three Fate, so hungry and sated. Whee! Okay. I got myself some aggro. Fuck yeah, I'm doing a tank job. Yes. There we go. Bridge unlocked. Come on. The heat is almost unbearable. Ah, he was in front of me. Fuck. Oh, how does this one work? Ah. Okay. I trusted you, Sword. I get trusted you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Fuck. True. Right, Royal Minions, read my call. First, I guess, stand in the middle. Then we go over here. There we go. That's how you avoid it. Let's go. I learned it. There we go. I know that mechanic at the best. I see a clock and I see very decent points, so I do that. I have learned the mechanic, chats. Somebody's raising a fucking limit break. Let's go. Wait, that's a fucking huge A8, right? Root crawlings. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. A concept so simple as child, let alone an architect of the city's defensive network. Good grasp for one would think. I guess we're approaching the final parts of the city. Iron Golem. There we go. Now trees. There we go, down. Good to know. The Clockwork City of Gouge. A wise arithmetician once said the primes were the most lonesome of numbers. To that I say bollocks. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and on to eternity. There are enough digits here to start a fellowship. Warning, ending. Entry prohibited. Intruder alert, readying variable weapon systems. Pulverizing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Corner. Oh fuck. My damage got lowered. At least it isn't for that long. Oh damn, Alliance Party C got fucking wiped. Basically. We're still alive. Anomalous intelligence levels detected. Re-education authorized. Routing something sequence. Basic computation protocol loaded. Subtract. Command. Calibrate with multiples of 4. Aha, I survived! You won't be killing me. Black hole? A fucking black hole, oh god. I've got the aggro now, chat. He is in annihilation mode. Line current intervals with the primes, that is 2 or 3. Yes. Calibrate the multiples of 5. Wait, the tank just took aggro from me again, I think. That's a waste. Still a waste, but still okay, go ahead with it. Up. Up, up, and up we go. Holy shit, that's a beautiful place. There's no mistaking it. We are in the legendary clockwork city of Gao. Or Gooch. Or Gouch. Or whatever the fuck it is. Oh no. Oh no.
Long have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine. Come! The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate!
Okay, he's evolving. What in the Pokemon is this? He's evolving. What in the Ultima weapon is that? Aha, there's something that's mine. Or I guess not. The other guy stole it. Do not steal my fucking aggro, please. So I have to go down here? Okay, no, I need to save update then. Or not. Ah, fuck this. Okay, this mechanic is. One, two, and three. You gotta have stand over here. Oh. Whee! Ow. Ah, rude, you threw us around. But that was a fun ride, though. Archeo demon. You must die. Oh, sword is that. And so are you, Aurora. Defeat the heart of the dragon. There we go. Breaking. I'm following him. There we go. Magnetic field is being disrupted again. Stay over here, please, damn you. We will win this battle. Oh my god. That name, Evilish Enjoyer. So far, the dungeon is pretty fun. Cutscene! Let's go!
Have escaped me in this life, but I shall be waiting in the next.
The Ridorana Lighthouse has been completed! Let's go! Have I really gotten nothing from this? Oh my god, I've gotten nothing! Fucking bullshit! Modest necklace? But what is it doing here unless... Rescue without telling Aurora. Yes, 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 yeah. Ho, 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 ho. No, I'm not that evil. Oma? Oma, are you there? I'm here, Ramsa. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. The stones are different, but the craftsmanship is identical. However, did it come to be in Bagamnan's possession? Though they are indeed of a different shape, the stones appear to be cut from the same crystal. Oh, they are arisites. Arisites, and what makes you say that? Can't you feel it? You can feel it, can't you, Hurdy? Do you recall me telling you that Bagamnan considered this necklace special? It was special because it was entrusted to him by Prince Rasla. He was to return to Princess Ashelia upon delivering her highness from Nulbina Fortress. A family keepsake. Of course, in each necklace, each overside has been acted as a lodestone, drawing both of our parties closer and closer to Ivalice. Indeed, Father, the other side guides us. Ramza, are you recovered? Thank you, sister. I am well now. From what we know, the Duma and the odious vestiges of one's will may endure in an oversight. Could it be, then, that the desire of the former owner or creator of these necklaces was simply to return to Ivalice? But who could that have been? Ramza Beowulf? He wanted people to return to his homeland and uncover the truth behind the kingdom's founding. But then why show us Lassalia and Gouge, you ask me? Simple, we are being tested. The other side is measuring our words, seeing if we are deserving of that truth. You say these things as if you knew them, but how could you? Nothing we have uncovered suggests these kinds of things. I know you have your doubts, but I can assure you they are misplaced. For now, I must ask you to trust me, Lady Muriela. Lady Muriela, since when did you... The other side changed him. Ramza, are you quite feeling yourself? Of course I am, sister dearest. I've never felt better. I sense a disturbance in the aether. Father, these necklaces are gifts. Gifts from the old gods who once watched over the Evolutians. It is proof we have their blessing with the necklaces and the Atius. We can finally prove. Thank you, Harrow. I know not what came over me.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Evolutians? Ramza, you must rest. Leave me be, Alma. Did I not tell you I'll be fine? Ingashi Kugane. Another adventure in our belts, eh, Harrow? I best put that pen page before the details fade. Lassalia and now Gouge. One would think our discoveries have blah 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 blah. Sufficient to prove Lex and Tails' claims, at least with regards to Ephelice's existence. But something tells me that until Genomus has proved that his ancestors were not the heretics the Urge painted them to be, he will not rest. And then there is the curious case of Ramza. At Alma's road one moment, all Sister Dearest the next. He was like a different person when he came to, yet I seem to be alone in wondering exactly what happened to him back at the lighthouse. If you ask this lady, he must have taken quite some bump to the head when he fell. And again, it didn't take him long to turn back into his spiteful little self, so all's well that ends well. Hey, at least I got this one, yes. Greetings and salutations, Harrow. I suppose you are wondering whether or not the good Genomus has finally determined where in the world our next adventure is to take us. The good news is, he has. The bad news, however. Now, while it is not in my nature to be sensationalist, sensationalism is in my job description, so please bear with me when I tell you not always right aboard the ship Lex and Till. Something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone some sullen gate guards. Shall we continue our conversation on the Prima Vista away from inquisitive ears? Take us aboard! The next question is then, where exactly did Ramsa and his fellowship journey next? Harrow, to what do we owe this unexpected visit? I had not planned on summoning you for another several turns of the sun. I apologize if we have caused you any worry. I suppose one cannot allow a reporter in their midst and not expect her to report what she sees. Though I did expect that bit more discretion from Miss Muriela. Alma has, as of late, been experiencing difficulties with her health. Chirurgeons have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her. But as far as I can tell, there is nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended stay in a foreign land have taken their toll on her fragile heart. I don't think that is the case. Harrow, when did you... Alma. I'm fine, brother. It is obvious you are not. You must return to your chambers and rest. Forgive me, perhaps we shall speak again once I regain my strength. Until then, please, look after my father. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes, the matter of our next expedition. Expedition 33? As we discovered during our most recent foray into the Esther Sands, the Dalmascan capital of Rabanastre appears to lie upon the ruins of what can only be the royal city of Lessalia, ancient capital of the lost kingdom of Ivalis. Shortly after, we stumbled across the remnants of the legendary clockwork city of Gauch, cleverly repurposed into a lighthouse overlooking the Riderana cataract, remnant which now sits suspended above the fathomless chasm. Thessalia, Gauch, what have they in common, you ask? I shall tell you. They both appear in my ancestors' account of the rise of Ivalis, the Durai Papers.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
And with each new discovery, there is the Forbidden Chronicle is now proving a Felician legend to be more fact than fairy tale. There is no denying the proof, and it is but a matter of time before scholars and historians from across the realm come to the same conclusions. But as you are all aware, my aim was never to simply prove the existence of Ivalis. No, I shall not rest until I have revealed the truth of young Ramsa's role in King Delita's ascension, and cleared my ancestor Oran Durai of the false accusations made against him by the church. Jury, then what are we waiting for? I have a possible destination in mind. Arriving there safely, however, is another matter here. To that end, I've enlisted the aid of our company's newest members, the Muggles. Despite we're pleased to do otherwise, who knows what trouble those two will see us into. Though I must admit, both Mont Blanc and his brother have proven more useful than I thought would ever have dared to imagine. When it comes to usefulness, I am the first in the field. Or was it the furriest in the field? Would you like to feel my fur, Kupo? And you wonder why Ramsa despises you so, brother? They do all the work and all you do is jest, Kupo. Oh, but you are mistaken, Hoodie. I bear neither you nor your brother any ill will. Any further ill will, that is. If anything, I owe you my thanks for your recent contributions. His thanks? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What happened to the venom-spitting adder we all used to know and hate? Alma certainly seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all too convenient transformation. Please showing the role that evilly sexually existed will not validate the claims chronicled in the Durai papers. That is correct, Father. The key lies with Ramsa Beowulf. If we can find evidence of his hidden role in history, it will prove Oren's testimony true and safeguard our family's name from ridicule. Which is why I turned the focus of my research to Delita's forgotten companion and his actions during the War of the Lions. It was only then that I discovered something most intriguing. The underlying struggle with an unknown force. A force with the power to bring about calamitous ruin. Our side. The twisted abominations we encounter in both Lasalia and the Gauch, the Lusavi, they are born of these unholy crystals. While nobles of the north and south squabbled over East Felice's crown, Ramsa silently sought to rid the world of darker evil. Evil manifests from the deepest desires of men and women whose minds had fallen prey to the Arasites. And with each confrontation, this Ramsa's fellowship grows smaller. Countless companions lost to a cause that would go unwritten, yet was far more important than any clash of armies. And so did they endure until reaching their final destination, the Orborne Monastery. Oh, I know this one. The Orborne Monastery is where Princess Ophelia was raised. There is a scene about it in the Sojak Brave story. After Delita emerged victorious in his final campaign, he married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivlis.
Such devastation! This was not my intent.
Ah, I see. Someone has been paying attention. Orborne. But I don't understand. Why would Ramsa's crusade against the Lusavi take him back there? According to the Durai papers, the sinister being who engendered the Orsai was said to have been slumbered beneath the monastery. But who or what would have the means to create something so powerful? Things like the elegance, perhaps? Or in this case... Ultima! The High Seraph. Okay, what did I just say? What was I fucking saying just now? Fucking elegance. Or the eleg. A seraph? What's a seraph?
Such devastation! This was not
Seraphs
my
are believed to be
intention.
the servants of the gods, divine beings whose only purpose is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. As to whether or not Ultima can claim this title, however, I cannot say. Just as there were those who choose to worship Ultima and their otherworldly might, there were equally as many who feared to visitor and her deadly magics, often referring to her as the Angel of Blood, for the carnage left in her wake. Sorry. Interesting. What if the spell Herald claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally also called Ultima, was in fact an elegant interpretation of the fairy magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? But that would mean... what would that mean? I have spoken with several colleagues back in Charleon regarding their opinions on the ancient incantation, and while they yet have little to show for their research, they all agree on one thing. The manner in which Ultima aethereally manifests should not be possible, at least on Hydaelyn. So it would naturally make sense if we discovered that the Elegants learned the spell from a being not of this dimensional plane. As to exactly how they convinced the being to impart the knowledge to them, not of this plane. What manner of creature are we talking about? Likely one similar to Omega. How long have you been listening from the shadows, my friends? Hello, Sid. Long enough, I'm here to deliver the item Mikoto requested. Sid, there was no need for you to deliver it personally. A Moogle would have sufficed. A Moogle, and trust that he won't tear open the package and show it to some random adventurer? No, this was far too important. If you two do not mind, the principal was about to tell us how to find the Orban Monastery. Would that if I could? You don't know, then what have you been doing here? At ease, Lady Murila. The Durai papers speak of a cataract situated on the river Chile? No idea how to pronounce it because it isn't said. Zerchella or Zerkal. Several leagues southeast of Rabanastre. There supposedly lies the monastery.
Devastation! This was not my intention.
No fucking shit, Aurora. No fucking shit. Oh, we're nearly at the funny number, by the way. Look at it. We're nearly at the fucking funny number. Zerchella is not the name you will find on any modern Damascus map. Shit, I know. Rivers, however, especially as ones as large as the Zerchella, is established to be are rare in a nation more than half claimed by sand. The river we see can only be that which bisects Golmore on the Nexian border. And for that incredible information we owe thanks to our brothers Moogle. Their travels have made them veritable authorities on Dalmascan geography.
This was not my intention.
Nexian. Yangsha. Nexian. Wait, but earlier you claimed you didn't know the monastery's whereabouts. I'm confused. Its location is not what concerns me, but perhaps the Mughals themselves should explain. Why certainly? The verdant valley of vines and vipers to where we must voyage next is home to the Fiera. And therein lies our little problem. The one thing the Fiera do not suffer is trespassers. Not even lovable Mughals, Kupo. Our glamours kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins, much like those we discovered in Thessalia and Gouge. But the Fiera trackers eventually found us and took us to the before the elders. We barely escaped with our palms, Kupo. So that is why we're still talking instead of bound for the border. There are Fiera who have spurned the strict code of the tribes, abandoning their people to come and live in the cities of Dalmasca. Finding and recruiting one to our cause might provide us with insight into how to reach the Orban monastery ruins. Unfortunately, the nation's current turmoil has not made it easy to accomplish this task. We still require more time. Before boarding the shuttle here, I was stopped by a Banga on the dock. He asked me if I knew a Hero Kudaris, and did I deliver him a message. I told him he was welcome to accompany me to the Prima Vista, so that he might deliver that message himself. But he refused. The man refused, I mean. Mikoto, I saw this device crafted to your exact specifications, but cannot guarantee that it will function as intended, seeing as I had an area subject to test it on. Of course, Master Sid, if any trouble is met, then most likely my design is to blame. Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering. Would you sell yourself too short, my dear? Here's to your success. Good day. Please rate your Sid delivery services. A lot of fucking reading. I sense that you are interested in the package Sid delivered. I have every intention to apprise you of its contents, but first I believe you should speak of Alma's condition. Do you not find her illness all too timely? The Nomis and Ramsa would like to believe that her bouts of vertigo are not but the result of a mind fatigued. But the answer is clear. It is the oversight that plagues her. Her soul is being drawn in. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with the Otius, well before even his first foray into Rabanastre. However, I do not think this is entirely true. Which is not to imply that Alma was trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with the Oversight. Moreover, I suspect it was the Oversight itself that granted her this vision.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Rabanastre, 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 Rabanastre. Rabanastre? Yeah. You recall my hypothesis on the distinct frequency NRR type harmonic vibrations and the tendency to promote ethereal amplifications, or when I mentioned that despite being in the principal's perception for an extended period, the Otius exhibited none of the imprinting present in Duma? No?
Devastation! This was not my intention! Such devastation! This was not my intention!
And
Such devastation!
I had a feeling
was
because of my
not
joking.
my intention.
so how do you pronounce it then, Aurora? Huh? Huh? How do you pronounce it then, eh? Rabanasur. Rabananaster. This was an obvious joke. Ugh. The Otis has never resonated with Genomis. It has always been his wife's bias pendant and its oversight shot. The Virgo that fueled his passion for Ivlis. No, the Otis is bound to Alma's deepest desires. Whatever those may be. The only reason I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to the Ariside's grasp is that her desires are not as strong as those we have witnessed in Argot or Bagamnan. That the aterial interference caused by other nearby shards. I have explained all of this to Alma, and she recommended that she destroy the necklace. And not only did she refuse, but she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. Hey. It is for me. It keeps you away from certain buttons, yes. This is very... Come on, Sloppy. No!
Sloppy!
Fuck! Ah. Ugh, why did the first one not trigger then? What?
Sloppy!
It was just fucking delayed. No, fuck. I was choking on my own fucking spit. What the fuck, me? Oh. There we go, I think. Sorry, chat. Ugh. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Die! Let's do it to this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good King Mogomok, good King Mogomok.
And so I did the only thing I could. I devised the means with which I might impede or at least lessen the effects of the Otius. This device, while still incomplete, will amplify the NRR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. This should work to interfere with those emitted by the Otius, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of their effect. The city below is all abuzz with word of a Banga brigand loitering about the airship landing. Do you think it could be someone you know, Kupo? Apologies, Harrow, but I needed to speak with you, and you alone. Oh, don't mind me, Kupo. I'll just be floating over here, in perfect earshot. Why, what makes you think I won't lay you low right here, right now? Because we're here to offer you a proposition, that's what. We need information on the Gullimore jungle, and thought a man as well traveled as you might be persuaded to provide some. Gullimore, you should know what that is for Land. What are you offering then? Why, the opportunity to tell us what you know. The nomad's beliefs our next adventure lies beneath the jungle canopy, Kupo. I should have expected as much. Very well. Hello, I came to ask if you would meet someone. Now it seems that someone may be able to assist the nomads as well, seeing as you and the principal did right by us before. I do not see a reason why I cannot take both of you. Let me know when you're ready to depart for Romanosta. We will travel in our airship. The Prima Vista would draw too much unwanted attention. Yes, let's go, Braggy. Braggy, yes, Braggy. No idea how to pronounce his name yet. I guess it's Braggy. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Good game, Magoma, good game. Back to a life of brigandry in the clouds, are we? Of course not. Not that it didn't cross our minds. But when we faced with the decision of what to do next, we simply needed to remember the dying words. The words of our leader, Gijuk, Rinok, and I decided to re-enlist as Dalmascan Fusiliers. And the occupying Garlands actually said yes, Kupo. Not exactly. We're now with the resistance. You no doubt heard of the uprising in Dalmasca that followed the Doman liberation and how it was crushed into the iron heel of the 4th Legion. The resistance leaders were captured, tormented, tortured, and publicly executed. Yet, much to the Emperor's chagrin, the gruesome display only served to further rally the survivors. Udachi. Umapchoi. Tsudachi. Oh fuck, it is so bad. I haven't played. Wait, I need to play Musume again. Fuck. Because I can soon probably get the Christmas Oguri cap. Yes. Remove 1 head and 2 grow back in its place. Remove 2 and then there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal will live on. Now, there exist several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to one known as Lentus Tears. I made that Dutch. Don't worry about it. And when we told our commanding officer of our recent crossing with you and yours, he simply insisted that we introduce you. Wait, are we going to Bosnia? Me? But I wasn't even supposed to be here, Kupo. That's you, Momla. Not you, hairball. Him! Me with the general and here a proposal, hero. If you are not interested, we shall return you to Kagana unharmed. You have Coral, cut your tongue. Coral, I mean. Robinosta, dead ahead, lads. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, man. Bang, bang. This way, we have many moms to cover before nightfall. Okay. Are we underground again? Into these sewers we go. I've done as asked. I bring you the Liberator. And here I thought he'd be taller. Again with this? Again? I knew it. A Fiera. I am Fren, proud daughter of Dalmasca and general of Lentus Tears. And yes, Boogle, I am a Fiera. Are you surprised? I mean, surprised? Why, yes, in fact, I am. Her kind are supposed to be living amongst the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world, Kupo. There are supposedly a few who have left their homes, but most I certainly did not expect to see one here in the sewers. Indeed. This banger claims that you seek or bond. Does he speak true? Those ruins lie deep within the Golmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense were you to defile it with your presence. What is more, Wagi tells me you travel with garlands, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How can we place our trust in one who would do such? Genomics and his family defected long ago. They are not your enemy. A Garlean is a Garlean. Their pathetic attempt at absolution only proves their past guilt. You misunderstand, kind. Genomics does not approve of the Emperor's warmongering. He wants to help the Dalmasca and its impoverished masses, Scupo. And what would a Moogle know about my people? Does your blood run Dalmascan red? We could cut you open and find out. There's no need for threats. You're right, Rocky. Let us then parley. Parley? Parley. First, the resistance require men and women from the Aeorsian and Eastern alliances to join us in ridding the Almasca of its imperial invaders. Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you, or if not, they will listen to the science to which you claim allegiance. Second, the resistance requires gold. Gold to strengthen our forces from within. Your allies are in bed with the East Aldenar Trading Company, which continues its dealings with Garlemald, even as you raise your sword against them, profiting from the Empire's rampant aggression. As targets of that aggression, I believe my people are entitled to a portion of those profits. I don't think they really are trading anymore with the Garleans, you know? Or at least Garlemald. I don't think anyone is really trading anymore with Garlemald. Your intel is outdated, my friend. But then again, this is before, of course. Grant me these simple things and I shall personally guide you to safety. To the ruins of Orban. And what of the Lexentales? See me to victory and I'll take the Emperor himself. He's dead. Those are my conditions. What say you? I will deliver your request to the science, but can promise no more. Though my demands, but know the fate of your expedition hangs now on how well you do so. Glory be to Garlemald. I'd say we have a good workout for us, Kupo. Waggy, you and the Fusiliers are to accompany the Liberator. I expect a detailed report on how my demands are received. Yes, General. Also, you, stop wearing something so fucking skimpy. Not that I expect them to be taken seriously. You are a fool to trust them, princess. Princess? What? What an adventure, Cooper. I just think by tomorrow we could all be the newest members of the Dalmascan Resistance. Not that I'm ready to give up my place on the Prima Fiesta just yet. Hurry, hurry. If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst, Cooper. Yes, yes, tiring room, let's go. This woman asks much of us. The Fiera have ever been wary of outsiders. For centuries, their many tribes have remained hidden in the jungles, content with their self-imposed solitude. Each tribe has its own strict code and will meet swift punishment to any who would defy these laws. As such, many a Fiera will spend her life bound to the territory of her ancestors, both unwilling and unable to venture beyond its borders. And while the tribes are wholly independent, they have agreed to uphold a single standard. Shun all contact with the outside world unless it is to protect the jungle. That said, with every generation there are those Fiera who long for a life beyond the verdant sea of trees and abandon. Jobless. Or no. Ah yes, I got it. Haha. That's it. Yes. My guess is that this friend is one such individual, who also happens to be the only individual we know who can guide us to the monastery, Kupo. It seems Harrow's sword arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. You'll need to don the right mantle of a diplomat if we're to convince the alliances and the East Aldenar Training Company to grant us aid. What could go wrong? Why does it always follow me? But again, this already fell on me. Yes, I know you said not to call unless it was urgent, but this is urgent. Alright, not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your request, and I thought you might want to hear that, what they had to say. Oh, and let me preempt any requests for immediate disclosure with a reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over link pearl. Meet me at the Reapy Bazaar post haste, and I shall duly apprise you of their judgment. Yeah, I don't think they want to get on my bad side, hopefully. Well then, Hera, what are you waiting for? I've read about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end a 1000-year conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers and a cover of 3 of Gil to be a piece of rotten berry cake. I suppose we should inform Waki down at Kugane landing of our progress. You mentioned he was to keep an eye on us? Yeah. Wait a moment. So you have an answer from the East Aldenar already. If impressive, it would seem Lady Friend has underestimated your influence amongst the realm's players. I assume you have no objections to me joining you then? There is no profit in this, so we cannot assist you. That's the answer. You bet, you know? That will be the answer. Hancock awaited in the bazaar. Shall we, Harrow? Yes. Hey, Hancock. A lovely lady and a banga. And here I was expecting you would be alone, Harrow. Ah, but excuse my manners, I'm Hancock, a representative of the East Aldenar Trading Company assigned to oversee her assets here in Kugane. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh, please don't tell me. Oh, Yugiri and Taro. And I am Yugiri. We apologize for making you come all this way. Not that it is far from the landing to Bragi was it? I serve Lord Hien, rightful ruler of Doma. I have come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I am the Taru of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. I'm only here seeing as no one else could be bothered. Well, that and to bear a message from the elites of the Aeorsian Alliance. Thank you both for coming. I am Bragi, formerly of the Damascan Royal Fusiliers, and now claim allegiance to the Lantistairs, a resistance group seeking to accomplish what you have in Doma and Alamico. What tidings have you brought for us? Allow me to begin then. Though the East Hall Trading Company is sympathized with your plight, we are not in a position to grant you the funding you seek. As you are aware, the East Hall Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or personal. And what of our relationship with the Aeorsian Alliance? Ah, yes, what I meant to say was here in Hingashi, the East Hall Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or You must understand, our position simply supplying coin to any one group would make it appear that we somehow favor that group over another. Seeing as we conduct business openly and fairly with everyone, doing such would be sending the wrong message and ultimately harm profits, yes? And by selling to both sides, you maximize profits while good men and women perish. How convenient. We are a business, my lady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean, however, we are blind to the needs of our customers or our allies. This is why we support the Aeorsian Alliance and the noble efforts to safeguard their realm's freedom through a mutually beneficial arrangement. If it were my choice, I would provide you a little assistance with all the funding it needs, but as my good friend Hero knows all too well, it is not my choice. Now that Hancock's thoroughly lowered your spirits, you won't be as crestfallen when I inform you that the Aeorsian Alliance will also be unable to provide any assistance. And let me guess, you did everything in your power to try and convince the leaders of each city-state, only to watch as they politely declined our proposal, claiming an unfortunate lack of intelligence or resources. Wait, how did you? Lord Hien sends his greetings to you and yours. Having recently found the strength through a newly formed alliance with our neighboring nations, Doma is open to further welcoming like-minded organizations. This includes our Damascan brothers and sisters still suffering under the imperial yoke. However, word has it that the latest attempt at reclaiming your kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the resistance's leaders. You are not mistaken, our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Rabanastre. Fuck! The 4th Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's disciplined ranks. If Doma is to join hands with Dalmasca as an ally, you must first prove to us that you will stand as one.
Such devastation!
Doma as a full-fledged ally would serve far better to strengthening our cause than a few temporary soldiers. Yet, even if we were able to wrest Dalmasca from the Empire's grasp, without unity amongst your people, the resulting chaos could prove even more perilous to the kingdom. You understand much of our situation. But based on that understanding, you would refuse your aid to lend us am I correct? Don't mistake me, Lord Hien's refuse was but a message to help you plan your next step. Therefore, wise master, he understands that without proper planning, driving one enemy from your midst creates room for the next. Lady Friend will no doubt be pleased to hear that your response was exactly what she expected. You knew this whole time that your demands would be rejected, yet you will still let this farce play out. You have my apologies, but this was all necessary to prove an important point to our leader. Lady Fron needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into, and your honesty today will serve us better than any hollow promise. Thank you. What? Princess? Well, wait, what about the Golmore jungle? Can you believe this? We're right back to where we started. Principal Genomics will not be pleased. Oh man, this 95. Oh, fuck's sake, it's already 11:30. Fuck. This annoys me. It's already 4:30. 11:30. I have work tomorrow. Yes. If it is, as you say, it is most unfortunate, but I suppose we did everything in our power. That is all one could ask. I still do not understand why would Lady Friend send Harrow on this route. Paisa? Chase, if she knew from the start, it would be for naught. Ragi mentioned something about Friend proving a point to their leader, whomever that may be. People in positions of power can prove both naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a leader she is wrong may not convince her of the fact. Seeing one's own plan fail, however, is of the best medicine. Naive and stubborn, then the resistance is doomed. Not per se. If a person as imposing as Friend is taking orders from her, then chances are this leader is even worse, Kupo. I would not be so certain, Mont Blanc. My guess is that the individual in question is still quite young and inexperienced, and that Lady Friend is trying to teach her to be an effective leader through example. By allowing her to make her own mistakes, Friend is granting her the ability to learn and grow from them. An experience that will ultimately benefit her when the time comes to make some truly difficult decisions. I seem to recall reading that one of the many phases of the resistance before the recent squatting was a young girl of royal blood. Do you suppose you may cease with your baseless presumptions, Defector? The door was open. And you would be? I will be here on orders from the leaders of Lantis Stairs, against my better judgment, mind you. Greetings, Lady Friend. I presume I am Genomis and Lexentail, principal of the Majestic Theater Company. You and your colleagues are most welcome on the Prima Fiesta. But is it your leader would have us of us? How you felt in meeting even a single one of our demands? He recognizes that you were sincere in your attempts to see them fulfilled, and for that effort you are to be compensated. That is most generous. We won't have the time to do the next alliance raid, sadly, chat. But we can do that immediately Wednesday. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. The ruins which you seek are hidden behind a waterfall here. A point roughly equidistant from the river source and its delta. You have our thanks, Lady Friend. We will not forget this kindness. Father, I should plot the course immediately. Nemsa, what is going on here? Oh man, you should be in bed. I slept enough, brother. Tell me, who are our guests? It appears you once again prepare to leap into Dangerous Maw. Keep your wits about you, hero. Lady Friend is strong, but then again, so was Bagamnon. If you excuse me. Are you mad? The trip to the service in your condition? Listen to me, brother. The High Seraph beckons. She speaks to me through the Atius. The what? There's no need to worry. Mikoto and I have already devised a plan. I can help clear our family name. The Charlean has no say in this. I am your father and I insist you remain here on the airship. What would your mother say if I allowed aught to befall you? Mother, that is what this is all about, isn't it? What is it has always been about? You care not about Ivalice or the Oran name. No, you only seek to use the other side to bring Mother back. But you haven't been able to do that. You still do not understand how exactly it is that the shards translate one's desires into reality. That is where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. It is she who created the other side. Ultima has bid me come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal unto us the secrets of her creations. Do you hear what you're saying, Alma? Even if there was the slightest chance of bringing Mother back, we cannot risk your life in doing so. My brother is right. We have sacrificed too much already. I cannot bear the thought of losing either of you. Of losing you. I mean, either of you. It is too late. I'm so lonely, father. Why must you love Ramsa more than you do me? Do not be cozened by her daughter's words, therefore they are not her own. Help me, Rams. Homer! No! No! Gods forfend. I told you, no one can control the power within those shards. No one. Hero, here, take this. It might be the only thing that can save Alma, but we must hurry to the monastery. Come, we leave for the Golmar jungle. Now. Have I your permission to depart, Hero? Every moment we tarry here, my sister she... Of course, Ramsa. Then hold on. I've set engines full speed. Time to go racing. 3. Come on, full speed, please. Show me what full speed looks like. That doesn't feel like full speed. Welcome to the land of my people. Twould be a poor lie if I said I did not miss it some. Alma! Ramsa, help me! Alma! Be gone! Oh, Ramsa! Blood of the Invokers, fulfill the ancient covenants, and grant unto me the vessel promised. What just... Rocky, to me. The go is not well. Might I suggest we continue this back at the Prima Vista, Kupo? Have you the courage to face true evil? Yes. I have done so multiple times. What are you gulping at? The ship is this way, Kupo. Now Ramsay is gone. Oh, dearest dear, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, time to get the final quest going. I mean, the final ART. We need to do something, but what recourse is left to us? The only means we had of protecting ourselves could not even prevent my son from... Don't worry about it, we will get him back, I hope. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night after unlocking the next AR raid, you know, for tomorrow. I'm sorry, Genomis, my design was flawed. Not necessarily Charlean. We all saw how it succeeded in drawing Alma back from the rift and shattering the Otis. The loss of the boy is not yours to bear. Our focus here should not be on our failures, but what we have learned from them. The being beyond the rift, it spoke before claiming Ramsa. It referred to you as the blood of its invokers. Could it be your ancestors are responsible for Ultima summoning? Oh, certainly not. I have discovered no such inference anywhere in the Durai papers. Besides, tales of the High Seraph existed far before even the earliest of Evolution legends. Evolution. Then who exactly did summon Ultima, and why does he think them your kin? Look! I have a bad feeling about this, Kupo. Ramsa, that you lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Oren. I did not say he was dead, my lord Delita. Merely that he had abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to the other side. But why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come to Ivalice. There is naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom is won, and this victory is as much as his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark that would have seen me perish. Without him, I would not be standing here before you. It is my duty as both king and colleague to see him saved. Nice to me. We ride for Orban. My lord, wait. Ajora Glabados, the first Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Heidelin for the promise of coin and power, summoning forth the terrible evil from the depths of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the land's chosen, only a warrior of light might stand against this threat. That while victorious in battle, Ramsa was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited our warrior of light, then what chance do you presume any other might stand? Are you saying I should do nothing then? No, my lord. Ramsa is My brother's final wish before he surrendered to the Aether was that his name be struck from the annals of history. Alma, you're unhurt, but I was led to believe none but Orin returned from Orbon. What is this you speak of your brother's wishes? When it became apparent that we were powerless to truly defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us. To do what Hydaelyn herself did countless centuries past. Imprison Ultima. And as you are aware, my lord, a prison is only as strong as the seal on its gates. Ramses sacrificed his body to ensure that the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land, and he believed that if people knew of the sacrifice, it would only inspire them to seek out the holy stones and repeat the mistakes of those come before. If you truly vouch yourself his friend, then you will honor his final plea. No, Ramses should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he might be my knight gallant. He is gone, my lord. Before Ramses was your friend, before he was my brother, he was a warrior of light. He did what he did for Hydaelyn, and for those who would one day too hear the crystal's call. Oh my god. Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of Ivalice and restore peace to this war-torn realm once and for all. Ivalice. Wait, Ramses, don't leave me. Please, I beg of you. You will make a fine and just king, Delita. See, you do not stray from that path. Ramsa! The stones in these two necklaces, you are certain they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramsa. This is what Ramsa wished, my lord. Oren, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain as a member of my court? It is but a matter of time before the Cardinal and the Temple Knights grow wise to my past. I would not have my presence here implicate you as well. Ramsa beseeched me to strike his name from history, but like you, my lord, I could not bear the thought of future generations blind to the truth. As such, I penned this chronicle of the hero's journeys. I fear the world, however, is not yet ready for the gospel contained within these pages, nor would the church ever allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every existing copy and lock them away in their library. And what better way for the words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults in all the realm? Then one day, when the church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered and the truth shall prevail. I must admit your plan is intriguing, Oren. But once the church learns it was you who penned the chronicle, your life. She's pregnant with his child, I guess. Hero. That was the echo, wasn't it? The removal of Ramza's name from the history books, the derived papers, the pendants, it was all set in motion by Orin himself. And if the Liberator's visions are to be taken as fact, it also appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of my Endwalker. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of actual kin, but the line of those chosen by Hydaelyn to serve her as warriors of light. But then why abduct Ramza or even Alma unless there is something you haven't been telling us? He was using us to lure Harrow. It is his vessel, the High Seraph of Science. Matron's teeth, Alma, how long have you been awake? I've been a fool. I told our leader that it did not matter if our request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General? It's alright, Buggy. My intention was to claim one of these our side in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Garlean occupants. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. You mean this whole time you were playing us for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust the one with ears longer than mine, I always say. You have every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you. But believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall see you to the Orban Monastery and ask not in return, but that you let me join you in your rescue of Ramza. Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do this for my people, both in Golmor and Robber Noster. People who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. The Orban Monastery is now accessible. Alright, chat. It is time to go for me to go to bed as well now. Sadly. So we will continue this tomorrow. On yes, I will stream tomorrow. I have decided this because my parents will be in Germany. So they will have to so I can eat dinner behind my PC. We can start the stream basically immediately after I'm done with work. Oh yeah. And maybe a small interruption after which basically will indicate the following fact in this case. How do you say it? How do I best say it? Indeed. Which means I will have to take a small break to help unload the car when they return from grocery shopping in Germany. So yeah. But it will be a longer stream. And we can also eat something simple tomorrow for dinner, so yeah. No. They're not visiting you. Alright, I know who we can raid. We can raid Peachy Clementine. Someone I met today, and it's pretty fun. She is from the US and is currently doing Heavensward for the first time. So let's go and raid her, shall we, chat? Here are my socials. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye, chat.